Hey, Derek, you left your jacket at my house, man. You need to come get it. Okay, so today when I was doing research for this, I actually ended up doing way more research than I needed to because when I was watching these videos, I just got sucked into the learning channel experience. Learning channels, let's define the term. So Vsauce and Veritasum and Science Every Day, those types of channels, those are learning channels. So today I want to talk to you guys about some third wave learning channels, and you may never heard of them because you get overwhelmed with the Veritasum and all those people. They usually dominate the YouTube landscape, but today's channels are extremely good. They're like so good. I spent so much time just now watching videos. So these first 4 YouTubers are actually all friends, as far as I can tell, and there's a reason for it. Because they just are amazing. I keep saying that. I seriously loved the research from this week. So the first one I want to talk about is Step Back History. I actually just discovered Step Back History through the other 2 YouTubers that I'm going to be talking about, but he's really good. I was watching one on Native Americans and their size and stuff before Europeans came over, and he was just talking about how the South American they had cultivated the entire country to bring them prosperity.
They had huge impact on their surroundings. There's plenty of evidence that many native groups use slash and burn techniques to shape the landscape to their needs.
So anyway, I'm going to leave a link to that video, but he had some other things in there, history stuff. So if you're a history buff and you like history and you're looking for a good YouTuber to support that's smaller, Step Back History. So anyway, he's friends with these other guys. And the next guy I want to talk about is Soliloquy. Now, Soliloquy, if it sounds familiar, earlier this week we talked about him. He is a general, just curiosity channel. So curiosity channels are probably my favorite out of the categories because curiosity channels are just you get on there and you learn something new. They're always going to different categories. He'll go from a political thing or a country talking about, actually my favorite video that I just watched was about London and how it went from this big empire to being a part of Europe, and so it's a pretty good, interesting video. I love it, again, because I like history. And then he did a collab with the next guy, which it's just in the same vein. He did a collab with a guy and they talked about the origins of the name of Satan and the devil and these things. They were doing some kind of creepy summon, and I wasn't sure if I watched that video, but then I did, and it was creepy. Anyway, the humor on that channel is super funny too. They're just a great channel, and everything is so well put together. These are good channels, guys. Okay, you need to watch them. So this one was a collab though with Name Explain. Name Explain is like an etymology type channel, so the origins of different names, so people names, city names, just any type of name, names of brands too. If you check out his channel trailer, you see all the stuff that he talks about. But I love it. I love etymology. One of my favorite podcasts is actually called The Illusionist. These 3 guys, they are all illustrated channels though. I'm leaving links to some of my favorite videos of all their stuff in the description. There might be multiple videos from different people, but you should definitely check it out. The description will have tons of good stuff. And then there is this third one. Her name is Draw Curiosity. This girl is getting her PhD in science. I know so little in reality. Anyway, she's a science channel. It's really great. I just watched one of her videos, which was about bees peeing. And I don't know if you knew that bees pee. I didn't know that. I don't even know if you can consider it peeing. I don't think she ever said it was peeing because I don't think that's the wrong term, but she kind of alluded to it. If you're not interested in BP, there's a lot of other stuff on there. It's very sciencey. It's very, very cool. And she's connected with a bunch of other science channels too. So, I mean, just go check out these channels because they are connected with a lot of other learning channels. Their learning community is extremely beautiful, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Just there's a lot of people helping each other learn stuff, and there's always something to learn, and they appreciate each other's education. So it's cool. So it's a great channel. There's lots of science stuff. I love science. So I'm hoping you're getting the thing. I'm really excited because I found all these guys, and they all do teach in different categories. So there's lots of stuff in here. And these next 2 people I think are really interesting. I actually met one of them at VidCon, and the other one I've been friends with on YouTube, and we've actually talked to each other on the phone once. So let me get into these two guys. One, Professor Elliot. His channel is another like curiosity channel where he dives into different topics. He often does a lot of exploring.
Hey, I'm Professor Elliot.
And he's starting a new series where he goes around with his friends. I think it's like the Explorer Club or something to that effect. But they're exploring California. But he has taken his friend all over the place and have done a lot of weird things. I'm linking to a video, one of my favorite videos, which is a video about substituting eggs out of a recipe and replacing the eggs with a very special ingredient. So I really hope you check that video out. It's a little bit weird. It's definitely not vegan. You're replacing the eggs with something that is not vegan. Let's just say that. Okay. And that's Professor Elliot. I recommend him just because, like, if you want to see things, if you want to see somebody doing things and exploring the world around him, I think this is a great channel. And I think as his channel grows and as he hopefully grows his audience to a point where it's supporting him a little bit, I know he's going to be exploring the rest of the world too. So I think he has an interesting perspective on the world, so I really hope he does expand his channel. Now, this last channel might be one of the smallest channels. Actually, these last two channels are very small. If you want to support some people that are working really, really hard on their channels, you definitely need to go support these guys because I think they are bringing a lot of value to the YouTube world. But this last guy is Rhetorical Entertainment. His name is Arthur. Arthur Rhetorical. So he's doing current events. So if you're just trying to learn about what's going on, how the world works and stuff, especially with all the Trump stuff, he's a good channel. I like his perspective. I've enjoyed a lot of his videos, and I think you will too. It's nice to listen to somebody who's not necessarily preaching or hating at you all the time. Maybe you don't feel that same way because you're just listening to your own party speak, and so you don't feel like anyone's preaching at you. But if you're just looking for something that's a little bit different, this might be the best channel for you. I always think it's good to understand people that oppose your ideas because it helps you grow as a person. I mean, I've been learning so much this last year because I have been engaging in the other side, just learning and educating myself on policies that, you know, anyway, this is all, there's lots of stuff in here. If you just want to go on a rabbit trail of education stuff, I've given you plenty, I'm sure. So that's today's video. Winded. A lot of talking this week. These are my notes. I wrote them in crayon because school, education, stuff.